Ring, ring. Hello. I think I'm getting a call from my future. Hello? Hi. Hello there, my name is Masikana Mungulwa and welcome to Bookscape, the only book review show you'll ever need. Yes, finally an entrepreneur book that is readable without putting you to sleep. There's really nothing as bad as like entrepreneur books because they say the same thing, just longer each time, and they make it so complicated. But anyway, before I go on, please like, subscribe, share my videos, and I'm gonna find a way to make a song out of this. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos, and follow me on social networks and everywhere else. I do get back to everybody. I don't have a social life. This is my social life. Now to the book. Best entrepreneur book, simple to read, love it. We'll read it again. We'll use it every day. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it is. It has, in South Africa, these are like the top dog entrepreneur, and they're all somehow millionaires. And I want to be in the same room as them at some point of my life. So, motivational speaker, IT person, hotel person, I think, billionaire, marketing and media, and here are their names: Vusi, Thembekwayo, and this is upside down, and I hate that it's upside down, but I'm gonna read it for you. Jill, Oved, Lebo, Gungaluza, Polo, Leteka, Vinny, Lingham, Vusi, Thembekwayo. He is low-key like my mentor. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm working towards him being my mentor. So if anybody knows him, at him if he needs a mentor to mentor this one. But anyway, this book, let's talk about this book real quick. It's I'm in Essential Advice for Entrepreneurs. So it is an advice book. It is straight to the point. It has lots of pictures. I'm probably gonna bump into a picture. It has lots of codes, how to bootstrap it. I'm currently bootstrapping it. This is how I'm building my media company, by creating my own content from my own pocket with the resources that I have. And the numbers, I'm still learning how to do numbers. I'm not really the best. I never really passed maths in school, but I have fighting spirit, and I'm gonna fight, and I'm gonna be the best in the media and whatnot industry, digital marketing, and I'm gonna just do it, and I'm gonna create content, but I'm gonna know the numbers. So, I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna somehow try to give this whole thing like this. What I wish I had more of. Let's just get into the crux of everything. The marketing part. There were some parts where you could have they could have gone deeper. They could have really gone into like deep and come up with like details and come up with this and that. Like there were parts where they could have shown us how to put together a marketing plan, not just give us advice on here is you should have a good marketing strategy. And then they don't really show us the question on okay, this is now becoming free advertising, so I'm just gonna put that here. Like they shouldn't they could have gotten into a deeper explanation. Like even the business plan writing, yes, they did give valid reasons to ask yourself, like when you're writing a business plan, and they gave a path, but they didn't really give a destination. But I guess that's what entrepreneur is. It doesn't really have a destination to it. So I wish they had gone deeper into certain parts, like the marketing, how to put together a marketing plan, a proper one, how to put together a digital strategy. They did say everything is going digital, but then they didn't say how we should conduct it, right? Maybe even take a deeper look, not just advice, but just get into a deeper look of how maybe one of them put together a digital marketing strategy and how it's working for them so far. I just wish it would have gone deeper. Like inside, you are in, but you're just like in, like, is the door, you just kind of put your foot in, but I want them to dive into the whole pool. But what I enjoyed, the advice, the quotes, easy to read, it was not long, and it and the lots of colors really helped. It had really good advice. I won't lie. I felt like I could genuinely succeed in business right after if I used this book and maybe 10 other books on as a way to like build something, if that makes sense. Like I really it really started my path. It started me thinking deeper. It started me thinking businessy, entrepreneurial. It's like I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I did not know what it took. So this book kind of just took everything of mine and was like, boom, this is what it takes. Can you do it? Yes, I can. That's what the book said. I responded to the book. So it felt like an initiation into something beautiful. Yet simple. But we all know how complicated a business can be. But it wasn't as harsh as other business books about 90% of everybody fails in business. I know. I've been in business since I was 17 years old. Maybe 15 was when I started selling my first sweets. I know how one can fail and one has to start again. I'm looking for reasons why I can make it. And this book tells you the why you can make it. I would definitely gift it to any entrepreneur friends that I have. I'll definitely be into that. Their like standout advice would be know your numbers. Definitely. I've watched way too many business shows like Dragon's Dance and all those things, and then they're asked about the budget, or they're asked up what's your gross profit, and they're asked about revenue, and they're asked about this fancy word for just, do you know your numbers, your sale margins, and your break-even point. Those fancy words in business for just saying, do you have money? And if you do have money, how do you plan to use it? And how did you get your last funding? And then all that. So they're just asking is your business viable, with just fancy words? And lots of people don't know those fancy words, and then you lose lucrative funding because you don't know those fancy words like break-even point, percentages, get to know your numbers. I really like that. I really like the fact that they emphasized the importance of numbers. And then another standout advice was know your systems of channel, because sometimes system of channel, because sometimes your business is not going further, not because it's not supposed to go further, but because you are moving it into a very long system instead of bringing the system to simplicity. If you want to get paid, make it easy for the client to pay you. They don't want to see any papers. They don't want to see, get your invoices right, get your taxes right, get your, what's the word I'm looking for? Legislation right, but there's another word I'm looking for. Compliance right. So I know this because when I started my business, my current business right now, I lost a lot of clients because I didn't have an invoice on time. And people that really want your service, they're really ready to pay for your service right now. And if you don't have what is needed in order to simplify it, then get it. If you need, I've been to exhibitions, and the only thing that stopped me from making the sale was that I didn't have that little cash little thing where you put the card in, and the client was like, but I only have card. I'm like, sir, but we only take cash. And he's like, I really don't have the energy to go to the ATM right now unless they're really into your product. But even then, they'll be like, I really don't have the energy to go to the ATM right now just to buy this little thing. I'll get it next time. Thank you for your time and service. Bye-bye. So create systems, know systems. get the right people to work the system for you. If you know that as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of bootstrapping that needs to happen. This YouTube thing and content creation thing is easy for me because secret is I went to film school. So I know the system, so to speak. Now, I know you could be saving money, but if you can get an opportunity not to be good at something, there's someone who's really good at it. I know that there's probably someone out there who could edit faster and better than me. And I'm just working to get to a point where I can talk to that someone and be like, listen, come and do your part, please. I will pay you. So this is part of knowing the system. This is part of creating like a channel that, you kind of just, everything is flowing right through. Just flowing right through. And you want everything to flow right through as a business person. And there's questions that you have to ask yourself when writing a business plan. I think I'm going to read those questions out because they really help me get how my vision for my business together, and I'm actively following up on them. I'm actively researching, and it's making me learn certain things like, okay, if I'm producing content, how is this going to affect me production of content and all those type of things. So there's the questions that you ask yourself. I'm actually going to read, if I can find that page. I think it's 548. And I just bumped into, if you're not disrupting, then you're not an entrepreneur. So disrupt the system. There's also a survivalist versus an entrepreneur. Then there's the hustling thing. I cannot find that page, and I'm gonna keep talking until I found the page. So an idea is just a dream without a business plan behind it. See, look at how beautifully and simply and I'm gonna try. Let's just, in my world, this is like still upside down. Anyway, look at how simple they write everything. It's so simple. But anyway, your business plan is your roadmap. Make sure that it's robust and answers many questions. Here are a few to get you started. So what exactly is your product or service, and what makes it unique? Why would someone need it? Is there potential to grow? How fast will you be able to scale it out? And what do you need to make this happen? I did not know what scaling is until I researched. And the beauty of it is you can research. So what skill sets do you need? What resources do you need? What are your strengths, weaknesses, and opportunity and threats? You see this all the time. You see this in business, every business seminar. You see this in chess. You see it everywhere. What assets do you need immediately? In my instance, I needed content. Content is king. Content is king. So that's an asset to me. Content is my asset. Who is your market? Where is your market? What is your route to market? Who are your competitors? Can you displace your competitors? What are your competitors charging? What technology do you need? A lot of technology. What are your projected sales? We're back to numbers. What is your business model? Revenue stream? Back to numbers. Revenue, money. Simple, money. Can you bootstrap your business, or will you need funding? I can bootstrap. I'm currently bootstrapping. So bootstrapping basically means that, can you do it without having to ask your neighbor's cat for money? Yes or no? Can you run this business successfully? So I have all the tools I have so far. They're not the best tools, but I can use them to get other tools. That's what bootstrapping is. What is your sales strategy? What are the trends in the market? What phases will your product need to go through before consumer readiness? So in terms of this would be, I shoot the video, I edit the video, I write the concept, I read the book, and then you get to consume that. And maybe you get to consume maybe 2 videos a week, but then I'm working the whole week for you to consume 2 videos a week. So what do I need to make what do I need to make this? Now I'm giving you a business class. You get what I'm saying? What after sales services do you need? So comments, like, subscribe. If you want me to read your book, you gotta talk to me to read your book. Haha. Anyway, so basically the questions, and I think that those were very important to, because now I got into another topic. Extras that I did not know that I needed was how to put together a pitch. I never really knew that I needed how to put together a pitch. I thought I left that at university, but I didn't, it seems. The different types of investment, so your angel investors, your venture capitalists, and your crowdfunding, and what's the difference, and how the right people matter for your business. Like, you can't do everything. I pray to reach a point where I don't have to do everything in this business, because I have a feeling I'd probably get sick. So like, you get to a point where you get the right people. Fortunately, I went to school with great creators, content creators as well. So maybe we could talk about something. So that's literally what it really is. Like, you can't do everything. That's how a business scales up. The more people you get, the more funding you'll need, the more now you have a business. It's still just you eating if you don't get other people involved in it, right? Basically, overall impression, I really liked it. I rated it 3 out of 5. How it taught me things like failure. There's a beautiful chapter just based on failure, and that it's okay to fail. And once you get past that hurdle of being like, I have to be perfect all the time, you don't know true freedom until you get past that hurdle and you're like, I am fine with failing as long as I get to do the things that I love. That's where I'm currently sitting in my life. Like, I'm really just kind of just like, woo, I'm fine. I'm so fine, right? It's amazing. It's an overview. It has great advice throughout. And it also teaches you that your business should run without you being there. That's literally what it is. It teaches you how your business should run just fine. You know what? Some people would go on a vacation and their whole structure just falls apart, and then they have to fix 10 years worth of work. And there's some people that don't even leave the office because they know. I knew somebody, but he wasn't like bad things. Like, he was stealing from the company, and he never took time off. And the 1 week, because he had like an eye problem and he had been working every day for like 10 years. And I thought, everybody thought, because you're a great employee. No, it was because he was stealing and was trying to cover up his tracks. Anyway, a week, something happened. Boom. Whole thing fell apart. Truth came out. Boom. Ninja had to go to jail. All that. So you need to have put in the right systems in your business that you're like, in, out, no problem. I can go sleep at night without having to worry that my business is falling apart. Now, if you put in the right systems, you'll be able to say, content, block, 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 block. Hey. Anyway, yes. The book was honest, the book was personal, the book was practical. Some things that I'm even following right now. So I really, really enjoyed that about the book. Anyway, with that all being said, are you in? Because I am. Yes. Okay, that was awkward. Like, let's not do that. I think I might just edit that out. Thank you. Please take the time to like and subscribe. Again, I'd like to thank myself for being alive. Not myself, but my creator for making me alive enough to live my dream. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank the authors, because without any authors, I would not have a job. But soon, and very soon, I shall also be thanked as an author. So I'd like to work towards it. I wish you health, prosperity, and don't forget, read, because education is power, and knowledge. Read because education is power. And I keep saying it wrong. Education is freedom and knowledge is power. And that's why my brain is glitching, because it's trying to correct me. But read because of those reasons that I stated above.
Thank you so much.